Absolutely floored. We must talk X-Men 97. What's up guys, welcome to Superwise. I'm John, and X-Men 97 just had its season 1 finale. The season is over, so let's talk about it in its totality. So let's not bury the lead here, okay? X-Men 97 is the best X-Men adaptation yet. It's not only one of the best animated shows, but it is one of the best superhero shows ever made. Now, of course, we have a season 2 and season 3 on the horizon, so if it falls off, this will change. But for right now, yeah, that's where I'm placing it. And I don't see it falling off, to be honest with you, because we have the same team for season 2 and season 3. I know Bo DeMeo got fired, which is like the worst timing ever, because this dude on Twitter, you see, he knows his stuff. He knows the X-Men show and the comics in and out. We don't really know what happened behind the scenes, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, bring Bo DeMeo back immediately, but it's just terrible timing, right? Because he's behind one of the best superhero shows ever. And like I said in my episode 1 and 2 review, you know, I grew up with this early MCU, you know, this early Marvel animated universe. So seeing these cameos, seeing this show have a love for the greater expanded Marvel universe, like Iron Man, Spider-Man, Hulk, Daredevil, Mr. Fantastic, all these amazing cameos just made me jump out of my seat like, oh my god, I can't believe they're back. It was just the best feeling to wake up to a new episode and treat it like a Saturday morning cartoon. Like, that's why I really didn't review it episodically week to week, because I just watched it like I was a kid. I watched it, I left my content creator hat at the door, and I just watched it every morning and moved on and thought about it for the rest of the day. I really took it and I really appreciated it. Now, if Disney Plus stuck to the 9 p.m. EST drop times for these episodes, I would have loved doing watch parties for these, but no, 3 a.m., you know, because we're all gonna be awake and we don't have jobs, and, you know, it's all fine and dandy. But getting back to the show, as a lifelong comic book fan and X-Men fan, this show just scratched so many itches and was so satisfying. It was so amazing to watch it week to week, to see everyone get their shine, to see the X-Men be united. I mean, it's just like the comic book popped up onto the screen. Now, of course, we got to talk about Wolverine's treatment, because there's been a lot of debate and a lot of talking about how Wolverine is hated in this show and how he never gets any screen time and how, you know, he's being wasted and underutilized. And, you know, Wolverine is my guy. He's my favorite X-Men. He is one of my favorite Marvel heroes ever, one of my favorite superheroes ever. So of course, I'm going to be defensive and very on top of the situation of Wolverine, what's going on with him. I was perfectly okay with Wolverine's screen time in this show. Would I want a more extensive arc down the line, more Wolverine screen time? Of course, because it's Wolverine. But this show is about the X-Men. It's about showing priority and shine to characters that didn't get any of it in the Foxverse. X-Men 97 puts to shame the Fox universe. I mean, it's honestly baffling how many of those characters were wasted and ignored and not even acknowledged for years. They haven't tapped into their potential at all. I mean, Rogue, I hate Rogue in the Fox movies. I don't like her at all. In this show, she is the real deal. I don't like a single live action Jean Grey or Storm, but in this season 1, they are goddesses, dude. They are peak. Cyclops is the leader of the X-Men, and this show does a fantastic job of putting the respect on his name. This is truly important. Wolverine takes a back seat, and understandably so. You know, as long as my boy gets solo projects in the MCU, this is how the MCU movies should do it. Finally, let's talk about the writing, because I was floored week to week. I mean, let me tell you, man, Gambit's death and the aftermath of Rogue, dealing with that is one of the best arcs I've seen in any superhero project ever. When Gambit died, remember it. I was I was like, yeah, Gambit, yeah, and then I was like, no, oh, he's really dead. Oh. Season 1 had such a fun start. I was like, yeah, man, we're gonna get some fun adventures, and then it takes the darkest turn possible and changes the whole trajectory of the show. It is genius. Whether it be Wolverine's love for Jean, Storm getting her powers back, Scott talking to his son one last time, the whole final episode with Professor X and Magneto and their conversations. It's all wonderful, it's all compelling, it is handled so cinematically. This is an animated superhero show. It's for kids, right? No, this is some mature complex storytelling, and I'm all here for it. It's so amazing. Reviving such an iconic show is a risky move, but they handled it the best way they could, and we have one of the best superhero shows ever because of it. And let me tell you, this show not only had to revive such an iconic show and do it justice, but this is a clear test run of how Marvel Studios is going to handle their main franchise, their live action franchise. Marvel Studios gets the X-Men, and the way this season 1, this show united the fans for the first time in a little bit. You know, the Mutant Saga, this could help Marvel tremendously for the future. This could really get them back on track in the overall perspective. Like, I think great things are on the horizon, and you know, we should celebrate this, and Marvel Studios should celebrate such a success. I mean, y'all crushed it. Be proud of what you've done. And it's got to be said that the entire writer's room, as we know, was filled with die-hard fans of the comics and the original animated series. This is important for the live-action franchise. If we want to meet this quality, I think it would help if we had these die-hard fans in the room contributing to the script and stuff like that. That is key. That is really, really key, so we must keep that in mind. But yeah, overall, this is such a fantastic season that left me truly floored and amazed by the quality. Give me more revivals. I would love a Hulk revival, Spider-Man revival. Like, keep this up. Marvel Animation as an idea and a concept, beautiful. Keep it up, guys. And like, give me season 2 right now. The wait is gonna be excruciating, dude. But I'm so happy with this, and we should all go out celebrating such a beautiful product. I mean, really. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. To wake up every morning to a new episode and to feel like a kid again, but also get a quality that is so mature and complex. It's the best thing we could have asked for. Marvel needed this. We needed this. And it's a win-win. It worked out so well. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you think about this first season of X-Men 97? Do you think it's the best X-Men adaptation yet? Where do you rank it with the superhero shows? Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That'll be all for me. Remember my catchphrase, guys. Stay super wise.